Hello everybody, welcome back to the Forest Job. Apologies if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse. If you're not sure why and you've not seen yesterday's episode, I would definitely recommend that you go back and have a little look at that. Today we're taking on the Oldboys. It's the final game of the season, and I've just had a quick cheeky look at their squad, and oh my goodness me. If you think that that first 11 is tasty, wait until you see what they've got on the bench. Let's have a look right here. They have got Luis Suarez, Robert Lewandowski, Kroos, Muller, and Insigne. Julian Draxler is on the bench. Manuel Fernandez. Nacho Monreal is playing for them. They have another Nacho on the bench. Tyrone Mings is retiring, unfortunately. Manuel Neuer and Areola are both on the bench, with Handanovic starting ahead of them. I mean, that's an embarrassment of riches, and most of those players that I've just mentioned are on the bench. The actual starting 11 is just scary looking. They've got Nacho Monreal, Rodrigo, Chorluka, I should say. We've already mentioned Handanovic in goal. João Cancelo at right back, Daley Blind, Jordan Henderson, Hakim Ziyech, Son Heung-min, Jamie Vardy leading the line, and Papu Gomez, who I'm not massively familiar with, at right midfield. We have not got a bloody chance. So let's have a look at the team that's going to play them today. Zayfuck is going to sit on the bench today. Frimpong going to get a game at right back. Yuri Ribeiro will get to play in the first half. There's no need to worry about goalkeepers, but maybe we will give Ramsdale a game since he looks in good form, and we need to rotate those boys as much as we can. Salisu is fit again. However, today we're going to go with the untested pairing of Hugma and Albiol. It's all change in midfield. Let's have a look. What else can we do here? I'm thinking I might have a look at Molino as a central midfielder. And alongside him, we will give the game... Let's have a little bit of consistency. Busquets will play in the centre of midfield. Hernandez not looking great, so we're going to swap him out for Eddie Nketiah. Victor Malejo can play instead of Wilson, and that's all the changes that we're going to make today. As far we don't normally substitute goalkeepers, so I'm going to take the two goalkeepers and I'm going to substitute them. They're not going to make the match day squad. We're just going to go ahead and have a bench full of players that will play outfield for us instead. I think that's an okay looking team considering how much we've rotated it. So, oh, do you know what? Give him a game, why not? He's not really a support striker, but we're going to give Hadji at least some minutes on the pitch. This game, really, I'm using as a goodbye to the players that are leaving us at the end of the season. I've made the decision to put Gustavo Asuncao on the transfer list. The reason is pretty straightforward, actually. He didn't play anywhere near enough for us this season. And looking at him, I don't think he's going to improve to the point that he can push past the players that are already in the positions that he's playing for. So he's gone on the transfer list. I have done some bits in the transfer realm already. I won't be talking about those today, but we will be talking about them on Monday. 3 very, very tasty transfers, big transfers, including one which is a real statement of intent. We have spent a lot of money on these players, and I'm really looking forward to introducing them to you and seeing what they can do for us on the pitch. It might unbalance the squad slightly, but it's all about having better options all around the pitch. Some of these signings will push for first team places. Others are definitely going to give competition for those roles, but we'll probably start on the bench. So here's the starting lineup. Nketiah and Hadji up front, with Flosek and Malejo either side, Molino and Busquets in midfield, and the back four that you saw earlier. And the team that we're playing against, playing a 4-5-1, well, there's nothing I can say. They're absolutely ridiculous. So we'll get this game underway with Nketiah kicking off. And we are, as always, the team in red. And we will be kicking from left to right in this first half. Here's Ribeiro. Moves it back inside for Molino. Lovely through ball. He finds his man just about. It wasn't actually a through ball. Molino again. Lovely weighted ball into the feet of Busquets. Plays it back to Busquets once more. He's looking for Hadji, not finding him. And Handanovic, who I think used to be Inter Milan manager. In fact, he might, not manager, what am I talking about? Inter Milan goalkeeper. He might still be the goalkeeper in real life. I'm not 100% sure. But retiring today, so no concern of ours going forward. Son to Ziyech. Henderson manages to keep the ball away. Vardy, and it's a very good opening chance for Jamie Vardy. And that'll be a free kick. Just a little bit late in the challenge there, and Busquets won himself the free kick. It's very impressive to me that Busquets, who is a player that we signed early on, and really I was very impressed and excited to have signed a Barcelona player, even if he was on the outs and wasn't necessarily considered to be worth so much. He's still a member of this team, and still a very important member of this team. Which goes to show sometimes the best rated players, in the case of this team, Tonali is rated at 84, Busquets is only rated at 80. Best rated teams, not necessarily always the best team players, because Busquets definitely gives a lot to this team that as of yet we've not really seen from Tonali, but I hope that we will down the line. Tonali's had his bedding in process year. He wasn't a regular for us during this last season, but I think he could be going into next, as Nketiah gets the ball from Hadji and is thrown down on the ground there after he releases the ball. The referee says that there's no foul there, and so Choluka and now Henderson will bring the ball forward for the Oldboys. I miss the days when at the end of the season, you would have multiple friendlies, and one of them was always against the Oldboys, but then there was one against, I can't remember the name of the team. I think it was in a language other than English, but it essentially translated to the Baldies. And it was a friendly against an 11 player team of bald players. I kind of wish that they still did that. Had a little bit of humour about it as Hadji goes for a long ball over the top, and Nketiah was chasing it gamely. As is Hlošek here. They managed to get past him, and Jordan Henderson, who's playing out on the wing here right now, moves the ball into Papu Gomez. Molino is lost in the shuffle. Vardy looking to move the ball around, and he's lost his man, and it's a good header, but it's wide of the mark. It's threatening play by the Oldboys. There's a lot of movement among the front players. Vardy moving out to the right hand side, opening up space for the midfielders to move into those positions. And now Busquets to Hadji. Hadji looks for Nketiah. Nketiah could get to this still. No, unfortunately, just a little bit shy of getting hold of the ball, but what was a pretty disappointing breakdown in play could have become something a little bit more promising. Now Papu Gomez inside to Ziyech. I don't know. Gomez again, cuts back. I don't think that's a foul, to be honest with you. I think the referee's a little bit overzealous here. We'll have a look at the replay. He takes the man at the same time that the ball bounces off his feet, but there's not much I can do about that. I don't think it's a foul. I think it's quite soft. The ball whipped in. Frimpong gets a clearance on it, and what's the referee given here? It's a free kick for a foul on Frimpong. Well, Son Heung-min has headbutted Frimpong in the knee, and apparently that's a foul. I I think not, baby puppy. I think not. As we restart play, Frimpong. Oh dear, that's not good from Frimpong. And Jamie Vardy has got a chance to get in behind here, and he's crowded out by the Forest defenders. They've done a very, very good job of keeping things under wraps. Oh dear, Busquets and Molino not really gelling. They will. It will take time, but they will. It's Molino. Out to Ribeiro now, into Hlošek. Nketiah making the run. Oh dear, he's just whacked it into the back of his heels. Oh, Hadji's got it. Plays it inside to Nketiah. Couldn't get away from his marker in time, unfortunately. It's a shame. The movement of the Forest players not really conducive to taking advantage of that loss of the ball. And now Malejo's just been sold really, really short by that. And there's the half-time whistle. It's been a pretty boring first half. Not much consistency or fluidity in the Nottingham Forest side in this first half. We will make changes during the break. Not a single shot attempted by us. That's not good enough. So we have 6 substitutes that we can make. I think the first one is going to be to throw Hadji out on the side here. I want to see what Hlošek can do as a centre forward, because I've not really used him there, but he is capable. So Hlošek is going to play up front alongside Eddie Nketiah. He's going to play in a centre forward role, slightly withdrawn from Nketiah. Victor Malejo is going to come off for Harry Wilson. And on the left-hand side, I think we might leave Hadji on the left for now, actually. Molino can always go out there later. We can bring in Tonali to play alongside Oriol Busquets. Defensively, I think we're pretty okay. We're not going to make any changes there. So, not that many changes made at half-time by Nottingham Forest, but certainly there's been a couple of tweaks to the formation and the positions of the players. Adam Hlošek playing in an orthodox centre-forward position right now. So we'll see how he does as the game goes on. Harry Wilson's been brought on to give a little bit more thrust down the right-hand side there. Malejo really doing nothing in that half. It's not a performance that he would have wanted to give on his last appearance for the team. His transfer to Newcastle has been confirmed at this point. It will be happening. So he will be playing in the Championship next season as Hadji gets the ball from Molino and tries to play it back to him. Can't quite get the pass away. Now Papu Gomez, Henderson, Ziyech, Daley Blind, Vardy, and it's a good save from Ramsdale, who rolls it straight out to Hugma. And now Frimpong on the right-hand side to Harry Wilson, who keeps hold of the ball, shields it with his left foot, and that's a lovely pass into Hlošek. Hlošek played a really piercing through ball that, unfortunately, Eddie Nketiah was unable to get to. A little bit more being shown from Nottingham Forest now in this second half. Oh, it's not a foul, ref. This referee has got a bee in his bonnet about something, and I don't know what it is. How is that a foul? Like, seriously, I don't think I even touched the player. Hadji tackles him with the outside of his right foot, and he gets a foul given as a result. Oh well, there you go. These things happen. We'll have to move on. I think when the ball next goes out of play, we will be making another change, and it's probably going to be the end of Hadji's career in a Forest shirt. That's a lovely ball out to Nketiah, by the way. And he's tried one out to Hlošek, and he very nearly found him. Real playing one into the middle, and Vardy's on it. Insigne. Albiol's just taken control of the ball, and Forest can get away now. Here's Molino in the centre of the park, looking up, looking for a ball. He finds Wilson with a lovely ball through. Now to Hlošek, to Nketiah. 1-0. Cool, calm and collected from Eddie Nketiah. He could have shot first time, but instead he took his time, got the ball under control, rolled it out with his right foot and bent it around the goalkeeper. Lovely finish. A player who is probably at the peak of his powers at the moment. And talking about players at the peak of their powers, Robert Lewandowski coming onto the pitch for his retirement match. A man who has been considered for quite some time to be one of the best strikers in the game. Let's see if he can do anything for the old boys today. Insigne, Henderson. Busquets wins the ball off of Henderson. Henderson gets it back though. Good tenacity from the England international. England will miss Jordan Henderson. He's not a glamorous player, but oh, hello. As I was saying, not a glamorous player, but a player that really helps any team that he plays in keep going and ticking. He's a metronome. He'll run for days as well. There we go, out to Busquets, and the ball now away with Adam Hlošek. Sees Wilson in space. Wilson gets it back to Hlošek. Nketiah, good movement. Can he get a second goal here? Oh, it's a good save. It is a good save. Frimpong lets it go out, and it will be a throw into Forest, which Frimpong will deliver to Oriol Busquets. Busquets plays one across to Hadji. Loses the ball for a second, but Hugma picks up on the header. Now Hadji chasing it down the line. Oh, Nketiah's in here! I thought for a second it was going to be a second goal for Eddie Nketiah. He almost turns completely invisible to the gaze of centre backs and goalkeepers alike. Molino. Busquets just robbed by Blind there. Or Blind, sorry. I've completely forgotten to make any more substitutions. Insigne. That's good defending by Hugma. One-two to Hadji. Hadji still on the ball. He's running through the middle. Can he score? Oh, he had a chance there to score. And it's going to be his last contribution to this game and indeed to this team. Because he's making way, and he'll be making way for Sailmakers, another player who may well not be at this club next year. Rumours circulating that the club are looking to move him on after a solid, if unspectacular, time at Nottingham Forest. What else can we do to change things up? I'm tempted to throw Pellegrini on. Yeah, let's throw on Pellegrini. I'm going to throw him on for Wilson and then move Hlošek back to left midfield. And I would also very much like to throw Camavinga on. Actually, let's give Tonali another go. Defensive midfield alongside Molino. See how those two play. If, of course, the ball goes out of play between now and the end of the game, which is very unlikely, actually, with only 5 minutes left. Insigne. Oh, that's a great save. That's a really, really good save. And there is the final whistle. It's a 1-0 win for Nottingham Forest to round off the season against the Old Boys. And now that the final whistle has gone on the careers of many of these wonderful players, they can soak in that final round of applause as they walk around the stadium and say goodbye to these fans. There's so much talent on that pitch. It'll be sad to see them go. But knowing what this game's like, they'll turn back up in 6 months to a year's time, so I wouldn't be that sad. Manuel Neuer, the man of the moment here, didn't play, but still the man of the moment. And better second half performance from Nottingham Forest, equalling the old boys in terms of shots both made and on target. Still not as much possession as the legends, but when you're playing against a team of legends, I think you can afford to concede possession a little bit more. Man of the match award goes to Eddie Nketiah. Molino gets a 6 in the centre of midfield. Ploshek got a 7. He didn't look like troubling the goalkeeper today, but he did give the assist to the goal scorer, Eddie Nketiah, so that is something. Okay, well, that is the end of the season. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, we'll be starting a brand new season on Monday when we'll be looking to win our second Champions League in a row. Again, it's something that we're trying to emulate. The great Brian Clough, of course, winning the Champions League in I think 79 and 80, or was it 79, 80 and 80, 81? Either way, it's been over 40 years at this point. So we're trying to emulate the big man by winning back-to-back Champions Leagues. I think at this point I'm fairly settled in my own mind that next season will be the last season of the Forest job. So keep an eye out for the brand new episode on Monday, where we will be going through the transfers. And honestly, having confirmed these free transfers already that we've already done, you do not want to miss Monday's episode. We have got ourselves a tidy number of very, very good players. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.